Welcome back to Blake Sports Takes. Today, I will be going over MLB Power Rankings and who's in my top 5. At number 5, I have the Houston Astros. The Astros sit 40-30 entering Sunday's play, on top of the AL West with a 4.5 game lead over the Mariners. The Astros have been really good so far in June, having a 9-3 record. The Astros have been pretty good at home this year, having 26 wins and 13 losses at Daikin Park. They also have not dropped a series since May 19th through 21st against the Tampa Bay Rays. However, the Astros are doing all this without some of their top stars. Some guys on the IL for the Astros include Yordan Alvarez, Christian Javier, Chas McCormick, and Ronel Blanco. The Astros have been led by young stars including Jeremy Pena, who's 5th in the MLB in batting average at .328. He also has 9 home runs and 34 RBIs. On the pitching side, Hunter Brown has become the team's ace. The 26-year-old is 4th in the MLB with a 1.88 ERA, 6th with 105 strikeouts and a whip of 0.93. The rest of the pitching staff has put up the best opponent batting average and most strikeouts among all teams in the MLB. The Astros play Game 2 of a 4-game series against the Athletics tonight, and then play a 3-game series in Anaheim. At number 4, I have the New York Yankees. The Yankees are 42-27 this year with a 4.5 game lead over the Rays and Blue Jays in the AL East. The Yankees have been struggling as of late, but you can't make much of it as teams like the Dodgers, Phillies, and others have hit a slump in June. The Yankees are 5-5 over their last 10 games. The Yankees team is led by stars like Aaron Judge, Max Fried, and Carlos Rodon. With those guys, the team should be really good, but they haven't been able to put up the numbers in some games, resulting in me putting them 4th. After dropping the series this weekend to the Red Sox, the Yankees have now lost 2 of their last 3 series. The squad from the Bronx will take on the Angels in Game 2 of a 4-game series tonight, and then will face the Orioles in a 3-game series with the hopes of turning their losing ways around. At number 3, I have the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are 43-28 this year with a 5.5 game lead over Milwaukee in the NL Central. The Cubs are 2nd in runs scored and run differential this year. The Cubs have been led by rising rookie Pete Crow Armstrong, who's had 18 home runs, 57 RBIs, and swipes 24 bags. They also have Seiya Suzuki having a breakout year. Suzuki is batting .265 with 17 home runs and 57 RBIs in his 4th year in the MLB. On the pitching side, the Cubs bullpen has been really strong with guys like Drew Pomeranz and Daniel Palencia, both having really good years. Pomeranz, the 36-year-old lefty, has not allowed an earned run this year in 16.1 innings pitched. The Northsiders have done all this with their pitching staff without guys like Shota Imanaga, Justin Steele, and Porter Hodge throughout most of the year. The Cubs open up a 3-game series against the Brewers tonight and then host the Mariners for another 3-game series beginning on Friday. At number 2, I have the New York Mets. The New York Mets have been a really good team as of late after sweeping the Nationals and Rockies last week. The Mets are 45-26 this year and 8-4 in the month of June. The Mets would have earned the number 1 spot in this week's power rankings if they didn't just drop the series to the Rays this past week. The Mets have the best record in the MLB at home this year. When the Mets are playing at Citi Field, they are 27-9. The Mets also have the best record in the National League against teams that have a winning record at 24-19. Although Kodai Senga just went down with an injury on Thursday, the team is set to get some of their pitchers back from the IL soon, including Frankie Montas and Sean Manaea. The Mets will face the hot Ronald Acuna and the Atlanta Braves in the 3-game series beginning tonight, and then will travel to Philly to open up a 3-game series on Friday that could decide who comes out on the NL East. At number 1, I have the Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers have been the best team in baseball following their historical run to the 2024 postseason. The Tigers are 46-26 entering Sunday, holding the top record in the MLB. The Tigers are sitting 9 games ahead of the Minnesota Twins over first place in the AL Central. Detroit has had a few breakout stars like Spencer Torkelson and a few bounce-back seasons, including Gleyber Torres, who are both a very important part of this 2025 Tigers team. The Tigers pitching staff has also been really good, putting up the 6th least amount of runs in 2025. Detroit's pitching staff is led by none other than the best pitcher in baseball, in my opinion, Tarik Skubal. Skubal has put up a 1.99 ERA, 111 strikeouts, and a 0.81 whip that leads the MLB. The Tigers have not lost a series since May 22nd through 25th against the Guardians. The Tigers begin the 3-game set versus Pittsburgh tonight and then will travel to Tampa to open up a 3-game set on Friday. That's it for my power rankings. Check back in tomorrow and every weekday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time for a new video.